Zacks Rank Buys, stocks with a short-term buy or strong buy recommendation. Now, here are more Zacks Rank Buys. Time to check out a couple of more value stocks now with Tracey Ryniec, our value stock analyst at Zacks.com. And you have a couple of specialty retailers that you want to talk about this time around.
I do.
Cato Corporation being the first one, C-A-T-O, the ticker symbol. And I never knew it, but they're in the specialty retail end of women's fashion apparel and accessories.
They are. They run two chains, Cato, which is named after them, obviously. And
How unique.
I know, and it's fashion. And they're mainly found in strip malls in about 30 to 31 states. And they are succeeding because they're on the value pricing category of women's fashion, which is kind of hot right now. You know, any time you can get more for your money, they're doing well. So the company just announced December sales, and they were really good. They were, you know, better than expected and beating last year's numbers, which we're seeing from a lot of the retailers right now, but especially in this value kind of category. Mm-hmm. They also raised fourth quarter guidance to a range of 20 to 22 cents from 8 to 13 cents. So that's, you know, a really positive thing going forward here. As you can see from the estimates, they're all up, you know, quite sharply actually. And, you know, analysts are just kind of getting a feel for what the company is doing because these same-store sales were so much better, both same-store sales and overall sales. And as you can see from the chart, it's kind of an interesting story with them. We've been seeing a lot of the retailers bounce off the March lows and then they've been just soaring. This one has been a lot more volatile. It's been kind of up and down. And I don't really know the reason for that, except that it might have to do with just kind of the sentiment in the overall, you know, retail sector to see these kind of bounces. But it's going to get a little, it has been getting a boost from this, you know, raised guidance and these great December same-store sales.
All right. And then NBTY Incorporated, NTY the ticker symbol, is another company that you've written about recently. They manufacture and distribute nutritional supplements.
Yes.
One of those companies.
Yes, and that's hot. I talked about them.
Is it really?
Yeah, I talked about them in November when they were kind of hot back then after they reported the prior quarter. Mm-hmm. And, you know, they said that vitamins were hot, like industry-wide. They were up like 12% in the prior quarter. And we're seeing that again here because they just pre-announced their numbers actually for their sales only for the month of December and also the fiscal quarter. Mm-hmm. And it was far better than what anyone expected as well, just like we kind of saw with Cato.
Are they a major player?
They are. They manufacture 22,000 products, and they have stores in both Canada and in the United States, and a little bit in Europe. So yeah, they're big in the kind of, you know, healthy vitamins, supplements, that area. And I guess with the global recession, people are really turning to, I want to feel better, and this is a way maybe to do it.
Or they're just taking more supplements because they can't afford the real food.
Well, I don't know, but either way, like this is...
You just don't know.
No.
But I remember they had their day in the sun, and they kind of faded for a while, that industry.
Right.
And now you say they're back again.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah, they saw same-store sales up 13% in December, and strongly for the fiscal quarter, like 16% for the quarter overall sales. And you can see what's doing with the estimates. They didn't give earnings guidance in this preliminary announcement that was just last week, but with these sales numbers, you know, the analysts are already coming out and raising estimates for the fiscal quarter, which they report on January 28th. So we don't have long to wait until we actually get the numbers. Right. They actually didn't say anything else in their press release. They just gave these like fantastic numbers, and you know, obviously things are going well for them.
Yeah.
Their chart looks a lot different than Cato. They did bounce to the low in the March 2009, and then they've been soaring ever since. And they're up big off of this number, but they're not super expensive, as you know, because it's a value stock. They're trading about 13 times forward earnings, which, you know, isn't too bad given the outlook and these great sales numbers going forward here.
All right, I'll have to reconsider taking my vitamins.
I know.
Do you own either of these two?
I do not.
All right, check out other value stock picks that Tracey has outlined for us on Zacks.com. She's written about at least 5 that are in the most current archive, and you can get to those by just going to Zacks.com's homepage and looking over in the upper right-hand corner, clicking on the current link next to the value category of Zacks Rank Buy stock picks, and then reading that story. At the bottom of that story, there's an archive of some others. With Tracey Ryniec, I'm Terry Ruffalo.